Hello dear students, you are welcome to Har Ghar Pathshala. Myself Rajesh Nanda, lecturer physics, presently posted at Government Model Senior Secondary School, Totli, District Mandi. Before I start today's topic of optics, there is an important message for you. To protect yourself from any kind of the infection like the COVID-19, wash your hand regularly with the soap, wear mask properly, avoid to touch your eyes, nose and mouth. Keep the physical distancing at the place of the crowded area. Then important one is follow the instruction given by the government time to time. Then we come to the today's topic of optics, that is total internal reflection and some of the important applications of the total internal reflection. Before starting the today's topic, let us revise the previous day topic. Previously, we have discussed about the refraction of light. Refraction is the phenomena of change in the path of light as it travels from one medium to another medium when the ray of light is incident obliquely. And it can be defined as phenomena of change in speed of light from one medium to another medium. Then we have discussed about the laws of refraction. First law states that incident ray normal to the refracting surface at the point of incidence and refracted ray all lie in the same plane. Second law states that for the given pair of medium and the light of given wavelength, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction, that is constant, and that is also known as the Snell's law. Refractive index mu, that is equal to ratio of sine I to that of sine R. Then we have discussed about the principle of reversibility. If a ray of light after suffering many number of reflection and refraction has its path reversed at any stage, like here the taking the mirror here, it travel back to the source along the same path in opposite direction. A ray of light after suffering any number of reflection and refraction has its path reversed at any stage. It travel back to the source along the same path in opposite direction. Then we have discussed about the lateral shift. The perpendicular distance between incident ray and emergent ray. This is incident ray and this is emergent ray. The perpendicular distance between incident ray and emergent ray when light is incident obliquely on parallel sided refracting slab, that is called the lateral shift. Then first come to the total internal reflection. For that, let us consider the surface separating the rarer media like the air and the denser media like the water or the glass. A ray of light from an object O passes along the O to A at the interface of the two media, strike here, and it go normally along the A to L. Another ray of light is incident at the A1 and it is refracted away from the normal. As the angle of incidence go on increasing, angle of refraction go on increasing. We know that when light go from the rarer media to denser media, it bend away from the normal. As the angle of incidence is increase, angle of refraction go on increasing till the certain angle of incidence called the critical angle of incidence. At the critical angle of incidence, refracted ray glazes along the surface of a refraction, surface of separation. The angle of refraction just become equal to the 90 degree. If the angle of incidence is further increased, then there will be no refraction of the ray of light. At the when the ray of light is incident at an angle greater than this critical angle of incidence, the ray of light is get reflected back into the same media according to the law of reflection, and this phenomena is called the total internal reflection. Therefore, the total internal reflection, what is total internal reflection? Total internal reflection may be defined as phenomena of reflection of light that takes place when ray of light traveling in the denser media get incident at the interface of the two media at an angle greater than that of critical angle of incidence for the pair of media. Then what is the critical angle of incidence? The critical angle of for the pair of media may be defined as the angle of incidence in the denser medium for which angle of refraction is just equal to 90 degree. Then what are the conditions for the total internal reflection to takes place? Total internal reflection takes place when the following conditions are obeyed. The incident ray must be in the optically denser medium. Incident ray on the interface should travel in the optical denser medium. And second condition is that angle of incidence should be greater than the critical angle for the given pair of medium. Then there is a relation between the critical angle and the refractive index. According to the Snell's law, refractive index of rarer medium A with respect to denser medium B, that is given by mu A to the air to glass here, B medium we taken here the G, mu air to glass, that is given as the sine of angle of incidence to that of sine of angle of refraction. When angle of incidence is critical angle is the angle of incidence in the denser medium for which the angle of refraction in the rarer media, that is 90 degree. Then angle in critical angle IC, then angle of refraction is 90 degree. Therefore, this for air to glass, that is given by refractive index of the air to glass, that is given by the sine IC angle of incidence and sine I 90, that is angle of refraction. Sine 90, that is equal to 1. Therefore, the refractive index of the air to glass, that is equal to sine IC. We know that this air to glass refractive index is equal to 1 upon glass to air. Therefore, this sine IC will be equal to 1 upon refractive index of air to glass to air. So, we can write this as a for refractive index of glass to air, that is given by is equal to 1 upon sine of IC. IC, that is a critical angle of incidence. It may be pointed out that there is practically no loss of light in the total internal reflection. While in case of the reflection from the mirror, a small part of light is absorbed. In this point of view, totally reflecting prism are used in the optical instrument in order to change the path of light whenever there is a requirement. Then we have some application of the total internal reflection. We will discuss the application of total internal reflection, that is a mirage formation. Second one is totally reflecting prisms. Third one is a sparkling of the diamonds and other gems. And fourth one is a optical fiber. Then first we take the mirage. On the hot summer days, a traveler in the desert region often see the water with a tree and sky reflecting on it. The short distance ahead to him, as he go there, take the lake disappear and he find only the tree in the hot sand. This optical illusion, that is called the mirage. Mirage can even be seen on the road in the hot summer days. The road at a distance appear to be covered with the water, and we see that the reflection of the sky and other objects from the distance. This optical illusion observed in the desert and the coal tarred road, that is called the mirage. Due to the intense heat, the surface of the earth become quite hot. This is here the surface of earth, and the layer of the air, as we go up the layer of the air, there is a temperature difference, as the density as well as refractive index of the air increases slightly from the higher layer. Thus, the ray of light traveling from the top of the tree passes through the air gradually decreasing refractive index, and therefore get refracted more and more away from the normal, and accordingly the angle of incidence go on increasing. At a layer, when angle of incidence become greater than the critical angle of incidence, total internal reflection takes place. Ray of light start preserving layer of increasing refractive indices and go on bending more and more toward the normal. Ultimately, when the ray reaches the eye of the observer, it appears to come from the point here. Okay, hence the inverted image of the tree produces the impression of reflection of the pool of the water, that is mirage. Then the total internal reflection in the prism, totally reflecting prism, an isosceles right angle prism having the angle 45, 90 and 45. 45, 90 and 45 can be used to deviate the ray of light through 180 degree or through the 90 degree. Such glass prism deviate the ray of light through 90 or 180, making use of the phenomena of total internal reflection, and likewise such prism are called totally reflecting prism. Many optical instruments use the right angle prism to reflect the beam of light through 90 degree or by 180 degree, such as the cameras, binocular, periscope, telescope. One of the angle of right angle prism is 90 degree. When the ray of light strike the face of the prism perpendicular, it enter at the angle of a 45 degree. Without the enter the prism without deviation and strike the hypotenuse at the angle of a 45 degree. Since angle of incidence is 45, the critical angle for the prism and the glass, that is and the air, that is a 42 degree. And the 45, that is more than the critical angle of incidence. The two such prism can be used in the periscope. Light is totally reflected by the prism by the an angle of 180 degree. Here it goes straight and above, after striking here making angle 45, it reflected through the angle of a 90 degree and get reflected and through the 180 degree. Here the incidence at 45 at this face, then it goes through the 90 degree reflection. Totally reflecting prism have some importance. They have advantage over the silvering. Reflecting prism do not require any silvering. Silvered plane mirror always absorb some light in a good manner. Reflection of light is only about the 90 to 95 in case of the plane mirror. However, in the reflecting prism, almost 100% reflection takes place. Thick plane mirror causes multiple reflection. Therefore, along with the image produced due to the first reflection at the silver phase, and several other images are produced in the subsequent multiple reflection are observed. Obviously, the image formed is not very bright. Since totally reflecting prism, only one image is formed. With the constant use of the mirror, its silvering may go bad. Mirror will produce an image which is of a very poor quality. A reflecting prism is free from such type of trouble, and due to the imperfect and non-uniform silvering of the mirror, image obtained with the mirror is oftenly distorted one. That is why this totally reflecting prism is advantageous to use. Then we come to the brilliance of diamond and other precious stone. The refractive index of the diamond, that is 2.47, and critical angle for the diamond and air interface is 23 only. Due to the low value of the critical angle, diamond can be cut so as to have the large number of faces. Such faces, the ray of light entering the diamond from one face undergo the series of total internal reflection from other faces till the angle of incidence inside the diamond remain greater than the critical angle. As a result, it shines brilliantly. Then we come to the optical fiber. In 1870, John Tyndall, a British physicist, demonstrated the light could be made to follow the curved path along the thin stream of water coming out of the water tank. This effect was used to illuminate the fountain. The light followed the curved path as it suffered the series of total internal reflection. Optical fiber used to transmit light from one place to another place along the curved path in more effective manner. Optical fiber consists of thousands of strands of very fine quality glass or quartz of refractive index about 1.7. A thickness of strand, that is about 10 raising power of minus 6 centimeter. Strand are coated with the layer of some some material of lower refractive index, approximately about 1.5. The end of strand is polished and clamped firmly after aligning them carefully. When light is incident at small angle at one end, it get refracted into the strand or fiber and get incident on the interface of the fiber and coating. Angle of incidence become greater than the critical angle. The ray of light undergo total internal reflection. It suffer the internal reflection again and again till the angle of incidence remain greater than the critical angle for the fiber material with respect to the coating. Each fiber act as a pipe, and such bundle of fiber can be used to convey the image along the path of any shape. It may be pointed out that optical fiber does not bend the light. Instead, light follow the zigzag path through the optical fiber. Then there are various uses of the optical fiber. Optical fiber has been found to be great use. A few of the application are: optical fiber help in the communication. Optical fiber used in the field of communication and computer. They can use to transmit and receive the electrical signal, which when converted into the light one. And this light signal can travel the kilometers, many kilometers without any loss of energy in the signal. Optical fibers are used for transmitting the optical signal, and the two-dimensional pictures can be obtained of the signal from light without any loss of the energy. Optical fiber are used in the medical investigation. Using the optical fiber, doctor can visualize, examine inside the stomach, intestine, that is called the endoscopy in the medical science. Optical fiber in form of the photometric sensor are used to measure the blood flow in the heart. Optical fiber in form of the photometric sensor are used to measure the temperature and pressure, and optical fiber in form of the refractometer are used to determine the refractive indices of the liquid. Optical fiber sensor have been used to measure the temperature and pressure. We discuss some of the numericals. One practice problem is that if refractive index of water and glass are 4/3 and that of glass is 5/3 respectively, light is going from the glass to water. Find the critical angle. Here is a solution that refractive index of the water with respect to air, that is 4/3, and that of glass with respect to air, that is 5/3. That is given value, and therefore the refractive index of the glass with respect to water, that will be the ratio of these two, glass with respect to air and water with respect to air. Then substituting the value of 5/3 divided by 4/3, or this will be 5/3 multiplied by 3/4. 3 will be cancelled, and we get the 5/4, that will give the value 1.25. We know that refractive index of glass with respect to water, that is equal to 1/sin C, critical angle. C is a critical angle of incidence. Therefore, this 1/sin C, that will become equal to 1.25, or sin C will be equal to 1/1.25. This gives the value 0.8. So, using the table of the trigonometry, C will have the value, critical angle of incidence, that will have the value 53.13. Then come to the another numerical, that is find the refractive index of medium whose critical angle is 40 degree. Here the given value is of the critical angle, that is 40 degree. There are refractive index of the medium that we have to find out. We know that refractive index, that is equal to 1/sin C. Here we have written the sin theta, 1/sin of the angle. Then angle here given is 40 degree, 1/sin 40. So mu will be equal to 10.65. Let us discuss another problem. Light traveled from air into an optical fiber with an index of refraction of 1.44. The question is, in which direction does the light bend? And second question is, if the angle of incidence on the end of fiber is 22, what is the angle of refraction inside the fiber? Here what is given here? Refractive index is 1.44. Refractive index of optical fiber, that is given here, is 1.44, and he asked about the in which direction the light will bend, and secondly he what is asked here, if the angle of incidence here given is 22, what is the angle of refraction inside the fiber? Since the light travel from the rarer medium to the denser medium, means lower refractive index to that of a higher value of the refractive index, then it will bend toward the normal. When the light enter from the rarer media to that of the denser media, it bend toward the normal. First answer is solved, and the second one is, if the angle of incidence on the end of fiber, that is 22, what is the angle of refraction inside the fiber? Identify that air as a medium 1 and fiber as a medium 2. Refractive index of 1 is 1, air is 1, and that of a fiber, that is given is 1.44. Then the theta angle, that is 22. Then according to the Snell's law, this 1.0 sine of the 22 will be equal to 1.44 sine of angle theta 2. So here the sine of the theta 2 will be equal to 1/1.44 sine 22, and that after calculation come out to be equal to 0.260. The theta 2 will be equal to inverse of this sine of inverse of 0.260. Using the table, then this theta will come out to be equal to 15 degree. Let us now summarize the whole of the today's module. We have discussed about the total internal reflection. phenomena of reflection of light that takes place when ray of light traveling in the denser medium get incident at the interface of the two medium at an angle greater than the critical angle of incidence for the given pair of medium, that is called the total internal reflection. And what is critical angle? The critical angle for a pair of medium may be defined as the angle of incidence in the denser medium, for which angle of refraction in the rarer medium, that is 90 degree. And we have obtained the relation between critical angle and refractive index. According to Snell's law, the refractive index of the rarer medium with respect to denser medium, that is given by the sine of I to that of sine of R. And when the incidence at the angle of critical angle IC, the refracted angle of refraction, that will be 90 degree. Then for air to glass, refractive index, that is equal to sine IC, or this sine IC, that is equal to 1 upon refractive index of glass to air, or refractive index of glass to air, that is equal to 1 upon sine of a critical angle of incidence. Then we have discussed about the mirage. In the hot summer day, traveler in the desert region see the water with the tree reflected on it. A short distance ahead, as he go, lake disappear and he find only the tree. This optical illusion is called the mirage. That is due to the total internal reflection taking place through the various layer of the air. And we have discussed about the totally reflecting prism. Isosceles right angled prism having the angle of 45 and 90 degree can be used to deviate the ray of light through 90 degree or 180 degree. Such glass prism deviate the ray of light through 90 or 180, making use of the phenomena of total internal reflection, and likewise such prism are called totally reflecting prism. For the glass, refractive index of glass with respect to air, that have the value of 1.5 and the value of critical angle is only 42. The ray of light is incident normally on any refracting surface. It passes through the face and such and come to incident on the face of prism at an angle 45 degree, that is greater than that of the critical angle of incidence, and it undergoes the total internal reflection. Then we have discussed about the optical fiber. Optical fiber are used to transmit the light from one place to another place along the curved path in more effective manners. Optical fiber consists of thousands of the strands of very fine quality glass or quartz of refractive index about 1.7. The thickness of strand, that is about 10 raising power of -6 centimeter. Strand are coated with a layer of some material of lower refractive index. The end of strand are polished and clamped firmly after aligning them carefully. Light is made incident at an angle at one end, get refracted into the strand and get incident on the interface of the two media at an angle greater than that of critical angle, and the ray undergo the total internal reflection. Then we have discussed about the uses of the optical fiber. The optical fiber help in the communication of the signal in form of the light through many kilometers without any loss of the signal. Optical fiber used to obtain the two-dimensional picture. Optical fiber used in the medical investigation. Optical fiber in form of the photometric sensor are used to measure the temperature and pressure. Optical fiber in form of the refractometer are used to determine the refractive indices. It was all for today, and next day we will discuss the reflection at the spherical surfaces. Thank you for watching.